Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Darius Williams, but you probably know me online as Darius Cooks. Yep, that's me. I'm the guy with the viral food videos, the macaroni and cheese, the fried chicken, the prayers. I know you can do it. The cookbook stories from my grandmother's kitchen, dining with Darius Cooks. Yep, that's me. So here's the deal. I've had a lot of really great success running my businesses, right? And so with great success comes financial responsibility. And at some point, I figured I really need to make sure that my personal financial life is in order. So for once, I wanted to be a first-time home buyer. Now, I knew this wasn't going to be easy because number one, it's my first time buying a house. And then number two, I'm also an entrepreneur. So there's ebbs and flows in my income. Also, I knew there was one thing holding me back, my credit history. I've helped people out in the past. I've owned businesses in Chicago, and then quite honestly, I lived a part of my life that was pretty reckless. I threw caution to the wind. I didn't worry about it. I figured I'd deal with the consequences later. Well, now was the time to deal with those consequences. And I knew that if I was ever going to have my dream home, ever going to have low interest rates on car loans, be in a really great financial position, have a peace of mind about my financial stability, great credit, was going to be paramount. I made up in my mind that regardless of how painful the process was going to be, I was going to work through the pain and the process to make sure I had great credit. I personally went through a process to dispute all the negative, all the erroneous, all the potentially negative things that were on my credit report. And that was the hard part. But there's legislation and there are credit laws that work really great on behalf of the consumer. Creditors don't oblige. These items must be deleted from not one, not two, but all three of the major credit reporting bureaus. Here's another reason why the process is so important. Let's say, for example, you had a Sprint cell phone bill. And maybe you left Sprint to go to a different cell phone provider. And maybe you owed Sprint, let's call it $300. Well, Sprint flags your credit history as a payment that's late or a payment that's in collections, right? Then Sprint takes that $300 and they sell that debt to a credit agency, a collection agency. So now you've got two hits to your credit report for the same thing. And then what happens? Maybe that second agency goes out of business, or they sell the debt to another collection agency, which is very common. So now on your credit history, you've got three hits for the exact same thing. These are things that are bringing down your credit score, impacting your credit history, and overall having a very negative impact on your credit rating. Now here's how I was personally affected throughout the dispute process. On my TransUnion credit report, 5 items were deleted. On my Equifax, 4 items were deleted. And then on my Experian, 3 items were deleted. That's a total of 12 items not showed as paid in full, not showed as paid as agreed, deleted completely off of my credit history. The impact on my overall credit score was amazing. My credit score went up 75 points on 2 of the credit reporting agencies, and then 80 points on the other. What remains were 2 negative items that I've since paid off, and now all I have is positive credit, car loans, credit cards, things like that, positive credit on my credit history report. What this means is I could now qualify for a really great interest rate on mortgages. I could qualify for really great interest rate on loans. And this is why I want to bring this to you, because I believe personally everybody deserves to have good credit. I believe in a very, very simple pricing structure. So for the low price of $400 plus an additional $30 per month, $30 doesn't go to my company, it goes right to Credit Check Total, because we'll be able to monitor your credit report, your credit score, any alerts, any hits to your credit. It's the best service out there to sort of monitor it. So for $400, you'll get to work with one account manager, okay? You'll have that account manager's telephone number and that account manager's email address. What I love is that the account managers that we have work very small portfolios, which means that they're ready to talk to you whenever you are. We'll start by listening to you. We want to know what it is you plan to accomplish in the long run. We don't really care about what happened in the past. We care about how we can help you move on to the next step, because when we understand your story, what happens is we can really fight harder on your behalf. We'll prepare a full analysis and a full review of all your credit history, negative items, positive items, things that are hurting you, and then we'll have our plan of attack. And then listen, we don't do anything until you approve it. We want you to be informed, alert, and with us every step of the way. Through Credit Check Total, what happens is we both have access to your credit report. So we're gonna monitor for things like deletions. We're monitoring for things like updates, and obviously when your score increases, we both wanna be able to see that information. Unlike the other guys, right? The other companies that are out there, we're going to work with you for a full 90 days. What that does is it really allows us 3, 4, sometimes even 5 times to dispute negative things that are out there on your credit report. We don't just do it one time and leave it alone. We fight harder on your behalf, because when you win, so do we. Honestly, I believe it's a win-win situation, and it really puts you in the best position moving forward. If you're interested, signing up is very simple. Just go to our website, it's getyourcreditback.com. Fill out the contact information on the initial page, and then wait for your new account manager to email you, right? They're going to email you because they want to find out the best time to give you a call or do a video conference so that we can actually hear your story, listen to you, and then get started with the enrollment process. Now listen, I'm not guaranteeing you every negative item on your report is going to be removed. But what I am guaranteeing you is we're gonna do the best job that we can to really, really fight on your behalf. Because listen, when you win, so do we. So let me tell you, congratulations. Congratulations on your decision to get your credit back, to take control of your financial future, and to put yourself on the right track to all the possibilities that exist in this great country when you have great credit. Signing up is easy and there really is no obligation. Just go to getyourcreditback.com, fill out the contact form, let our amazing team serve you with impeccable service, sit back, and we'll do the rest.